Morning, YouTube. Want to get on here on this Sunday and talk to all of you guys that come here to my channel to learn more about getting licensed. But what I really want to talk about today is what does an extra $500 a month mean to you and your family? I mean, for me, an extra $500 means more groceries, I'm saving money, paying down my debts. It just helps a little bit more in many different areas of my life. But what does it mean to you? Does it mean a trip you've been wanting to do? Does it mean you get to pay down your credit card a lot faster? Or if you got a bunch of kids, just those extra groceries. And I say this because, again, a lot of you come here, watch my video, you're starting your journey of becoming life insurance agents. And many of you, you're doing it not to replace your career that you have now, or maybe the trade that you're in, but you're looking to add. And for years, you know, I've I've always done this full time, 18 years. But the last few weeks and months has really just opened my eyes to the need of just making a couple extra bucks a month. But how do you earn that selling insurance? I mean, every single company has their compensation structure, regardless of what you're selling to create that extra income. But how does it work with insurance? I've explained it a lot over the years, but today, again, my focus is to show you how you can do this by selling one application a month, helping one person a month set up their final expenses, their funeral costs paid for by funding it through a policy, life insurance. One, if you have a big family and a lot of friends, you could start there by just simply talking about the importance of having final expense in place. Believe it or not, many Americans don't have this figured out. And all you got to do is ask how they're going to pay for their funeral expenses one day. If they have money in the bank, why not invest in buying discounted dollars by paying for a policy? Or if you have the money in the bank, why not just pay the funeral home directly? Insurance makes sense because most of the time, if they have the money, they want to hold on to it instead of having to go and pay the funeral home. But if they pay the funeral home, the upside is they get to lock in the cost of the merchandise. Again, how many people are having those discussions? And you'll find out not many, which creates a huge opportunity for you to go out and help one person a month. If you're looking to put an extra 500 bucks in your bank. So what I wanted to do is share with you guys a little visual I did for you just to help you guys. Again, an extra $500. And if you guys follow along here with me, I'm using an example of a $60 a month policy, which pretty much is an average final expense policy. It's very normal, 60 bucks a month. And this is how that compensation works for you. We are using a 60% contract. Now, for all of you guys that are new and you're getting acclimated to the lingo, some of you will say 60%, that's really low. Well, the reason I'm using 60% is because I want to create some realistic expectations. You see a lot of companies advertising 150%, 140, 120, 100, and that's great. But what a lot of these companies don't tell you is that the contract they're talking to you about only represents a certain percentage of the population that you're going to sell insurance to. So if they're within a certain age bracket, you're not going to get that top level. If they are, dealing with some major health issues, chances are the carrier is going to give them some type of limitations that's going to reduce your contract. So I like to use 60%. I feel it's fair across the board. So if you have a higher compensation and you average it out with the lower comp for people with issues, then it gives you a good starting point, 60%. So how do we do the math? You go and you take that $60 policy that you wrote up that month, let's say for the month of December, one policy, you multiply that times 12 months because that's what's projected to be paid to the carrier, which would be $720, what we call annualized premium. This is the money that is paid to the insurance company for this policy. So now we take this projected $720 that represents $60 a month, and we're going to multiply that times that 60% contract. So if you get your calculator and you do the math, you will see that the carrier is going to pay you for that first year $432. That's your commission. So one policy, $432 is your first year compensation. Now, for certain insurance carriers that provide advances, they'll do a 75% advance of that $432, which would mean that you would get $324 deposited in your bank account within 24 to 48 hours of the policy being issued. 24 to 48 hours, you have $324. Plus, you still have $108 that's owed to you because that was an advance. Remember, they advanced 75% out of the 432. So what happens next is this. On the 10th month, when this customer pays their $60 premium, you will see a $36 thank you check that represents that 60% contract. The month 11, same. Month 12, the same. And going forward, you start picking up monthly renewals every time this person pays. Ladies and gentlemen, when I started my career in 2004, my first year, I grossed $113,000 gross on a 65% contract. $113,000. Yes, I was doing this full time, of course, but I was able to do it on a lower compensation. And if you guys look at the bottom section here, how do you do it? You need leads, 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 or you got to have people to talk to, maybe a big network, maybe you're an influencer. Insurance is needed. But if you notice here, if you were to sell one application 5 times a week, that's $103,000. If you did 2 a day 5 times a week, that's $207,000. If you did 3 a day 5 times a week, that's $311,000. Again, sales is a contact sport. The more people you talk to, the more opportunities you're going to have to help someone with their insurance. So again, regardless, if you're looking to make an extra $500 or you're looking to make a career out of this, you will need leads. Whether you're chasing your friends and family or you're buying leads. And I'll share with you guys a couple examples of that. There's a website, one of many, many websites that we run with. Check it out. And people go on this website asking for what? A quote for final expense. There's another one. We live in a modern world and people are looking for insurance. More than ever, people need it and they're conscious of it. On top of this, we do live transfers and we have a very, very specific process when it comes to live transfers. And again, these are people that are looking for a quote for insurance. But you don't have to buy leads because you can create your own leads. Again, if you have a big network, you have friends and family, one a month is going to put $300 to $500 in your bank. Some policies are a little higher than others. If you do 2 a month, I have agents that are doing this, working on the weekends, and I'm just happy to say I'm helping them accomplish this. A lot of new people are coming on board, they're getting their studies in order, and they're getting ready to go and test to become agents. And if you need that promo code to get that discount, I'm going to go ahead and put the information here in the bottom section. And I'll also post a video where you can go into depth where I cover exactly the career overview if you wanted to come and work here with us. Whether you want to do this part-time or you want to do this full-time and you need leads, but you don't have the capital, or you need the financing, give me an opportunity. I can accommodate you. Plus, we will train you on how to make the sales and how to make the closes. I hope this helped you guys. I hope it helped break down a little bit better how these compensation plans work, how you get paid. And again, if we can help you, give me a call, send me a message. Promo code VirtualFE. You can go to the website Excel Solutions and you will get a 75% discount off the courses, which is a huge discount. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. And I am on the phones Monday through Friday training agents. I run 3 sales meetings a day from agents that are just starting, agents that have been with us years, and the agents that are just showing up for refreshers. A lot of agents, with time, they get away from the basics, and it's good to be able to be a part of a community where we show up every day and get on the phone. We don't just talk about it. So with that said, you guys have a wonderful Sunday and see you guys at the top. Peace.